Hello everyone, welcome back to the C Morning Show right here on C Today, and we're set and ready for our second talk show of the day. We'll be talking and we'll be discussing about the Empowering Youth Across ASEAN program, where we'll be delve into the incredible stories of young leaders and change makers who are making a difference in their communities and beyond.
Organized by the ASEAN Foundation and Maybank Foundation, one of its programs known as Sesaot Rahayu brought together young volunteers from 10 ASEAN countries to help farmers in Sesaot village in Lombok to utilize their agriculture commodities and potential in tourism activities.
How lucky aren't we, right? Now, and to find out more about the program, we're now joined with ASEAN Foundation Strategic Plan and Business Development Head, Mahmudi Yusbi, and also Insan Bumi Mandiri CEO Zulfa Faizah. Good morning. Thank you very much for to be here with us. We have Zulfa and also Mahmudi Yusbi that is here with us in regards to kind of elaborating with to us and to all the viewers what is this program is actually about. So about the Empowering Youth Across ASEAN program, what is actually the initiative behind this program first and the objective for the end game or the end goal of this program?
Thank you very much, Art and Caroline. So thank you for having us today.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
My name is Mahmudi from the ASEAN Foundation. The Empowering Youth Across ASEAN program is a collaborative program between the ASEAN Foundations and Maybank Foundations. So we launched this program in 2018 during the 51st of the ASEAN Day at the ASEAN Secretariat. And this program basically has an objective to empower young people so that they are able to drive a positive change in the community. So every year we selected around 100 youths from 10 ASEAN member states.
Wow.
They are youth from 19 to 35 years old. And we recruit them with different purposes. And then afterward, we deploy them to the youth community, to the community so that they are able to deliver the ideas and doing the community work in the local communities.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So tell us more about this program, Sesaot Rahayu, and how its importance is in building connections and development amongst ASEAN countries.
Yeah, I will leave it to...
Yes, Zulfa.
Sure.
Okay, so thank you very much for the opportunity. So this year also, my organization is very honored to partnered with ASEAN Foundation and YAA, Empowering Youth Across ASEAN program. We proposed the project called Sesaot Rahayu. Sesaot is the village name, and Rahayu basically means prosperity in Sasak language. Sasak is the indigenous community in Lombok. So Sesaot Rahayu is the goal is to empowering the farmers and merge the potential of its land to the tourism, because we know Lombok is Indonesia also one of the most visited place. Government also push the tourism in Lombok. But when I visited Sesaot, I see the beautiful landscape and everything. They have so many potential. But then also the 50% of the community are farmers. But when I dig down and I ask them question, do the assessment, they said that the farmers have a very low income. Despite all the growth of tourist numbers, but it hasn't impacted the farmers. So, so I feel like our organization has to do something to it, because the tourism should be impacting also the farmers economically. So the Sesaot can have the prosperity. That's why the name is Sesaot Rahayu, which means we want the Sesaot village to be the prosperity that not also for the land, but also for the people.
Now, with this program itself, Zulfa and also Mahmudi, you know that when you as a team kind of curated which area, in across Indonesia that this program should be applied, what was the, not challenges, but what did you see as lacking from that region, but with this contribution from Sesaot Rahayu program that could finally, at the end, they can prosper, like you said before?
Okay, so I think having a talk with villagers, with the locals there, I say that the lack of communication and maybe the gap of knowledge. So they barely promoted it, but with not
Very conventional
Yeah,
way.
very conventional. It's not. It's not because of the gap, as I said. So I think they lack of. It's not like they don't want to promote. It's not like they don't want to go further, but they just don't know how to.
Right.
So when I come, okay, I will tell you how, but once you guys commit, once the local commit to the program,
Right.
then the village government said okay, and then we along with the 10 youth volunteers from all across ASEAN countries are doing this project.
So it's a lack of knowledge and also lack of tools. But when at the end of the day, there's the volunteers and also this program, the Sesaot Rahayu program, compensate in the area. How different does it make a change now in that area, in that parts of Sesaot?
As we Indonesian know, we really love foreigner, right? We really, people always say that Indonesia are very, very friendly, warm, because we really love to welcome a guest.
That's our identity, right?
Yeah, that's our identity.
Our hospitality.
Yes.
So before going further to the material, curriculum, everything, having the foreigner itself in the village is very, very make the locals very happy to welcome them. So then the youth volunteers conducted we divided into 3 groups. We have 10 youth volunteers. We divided them into 3 groups because our focus is not only for the farmers, but the tourism. As I said, they like the collaboration. So we have like the workshop team focusing on the youth, because the future of this village is on the youth's hand, right? So
Of course.
youth empowering youth.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have also tourism team. They are more like the political, they mediate the stakeholders in the village. And also we have the partnership team. They work on the promotion, collaborating with the KOL, something like that.
Right. And so what is the reason that you chose Sesaot, the name is Sesaot Village in Lombok, out of all villages in Indonesia. What's so special about this village?
First, Sesaot is very, compared to other tourist village in Lombok, Sesaot is considered close to the airport. But as I said, the tourism has not impacted the local farmers. So we choose Sesaot, and I see potential in it. Like if you ever come to Sesaot, you can see that they have a very, very big potential. The nature, the people, but the number of tourism, the income of the farmers is not that high. Also, the communication is kind of a bit off among the stakeholders. That's what we wanted to
To have that bridge.
Yeah,
Right,
reach
between
all the
stakeholders and
communication.
also
Yeah.
the locals.
Right. Is that the Tenun from Sesaot village? Are you
It's
wearing?
Tenun from Sasak,
Okay.
but not directly from Sesaot. But the Sesaot local give it to us as a welcoming,
Very nice.
welcoming the guests. Yeah.
Now, Mahmudi, again, we know that I'm pretty sure there's a lot of volunteers that wants to participate in this program. With that regards, how did you recruit and, at the end of the day, in the process for the participants that is involved in this program particularly?
Yeah, so there were a lot of interest to take part in this program. So like I said, every year we recruited around 100 youth from 10 ASEAN member states. So all the way from Brunei to Vietnam, right? And for this year alone, we received around over 2,500 applicants from 10 ASEAN member states. So we do call for applications in the public. So youth from 19 to 35 years old, they are basically eligible to register and for the program. And out of 2,500 applicants, then we basically shortlisted the numbers of youth to 100.
Okay.
And there were a lot of work at the ASEAN Foundations, Maybank Foundations. We worked day and night basically to select those youth. We interview them, and then we check their background, we check their essays. And so that's why we were able to come up with those 100 lists. And afterwards, we train them. After the training, and then they work with the local organizations like Insan Bumi Mandiri to basically work on our projects. And afterwards, we deploy them to 6 countries. This year, we basically implement a local implementing projects in Indonesia. So Sesaot Village is one of them, and then in Malaysia, and then in the Philippines, in Thailand, And surprisingly, Singapore is also one of our,
Okay.
course.
community projects that
Yeah.
we basically do a project there.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So in regards to the volunteers in Sesaot village, so what have they done to contribute to the local village?
Yeah, probably I'll just respond a little bit, and then my colleague can basically respond more. So we provide a training for the youth, right, to learn more about what are the social impact, how basically they go to the community and implement a project that drive a positive change within the community. So we basically equip them with this tool, and they have their gears and their toolbox. So when they arrive in the community, they just opens what the gears they need to basically to be used, within the local community.
Yeah.
And probably, Mbak Zulfa can tell us a little bit more about the village community. Yeah.
Thank you, Mahmudi. So we have in total 14 days on-site implementation in Sesaot. So all these 10 youth volunteers live in the village for 14 days. The first 3 days, we let them I know my organization already done the assessment, everything, but we let them the first 3 days to engage with the locals, asking them questions and see all the landscape. So we stand in the same perspective. We see everything in the same way. And after that, they brainstorm what is the real problem and how in these 2 weeks they can help them. And as I said also before, the tourism group working with the stakeholders, they conducted several meetings with them. It's not hard also for youth. Actually, we're a bit doubting it, having a foreigner, forcing the collaboration, because it's been years they've not talked to each other, the stakeholders, but having all these youth forcing them to do it, at first we kind of doubt it, but yeah, as I said, Indonesia really love guests, really love foreigners, so they're welcoming them, and gratefully all the meetings are successful, I think, because at the end, towards the end, the stakeholders agree to the collaboration commitment, and then maybe later the youth volunteers will share the detail, and the youth volunteers also come up with a very good idea that they pitching the website for Sesaot, so that the tourists can see what Sesaot offering as the tourists.
And it's good to have a young blood, right? Everything is much more new. That is something that is
They have
just
so
a
many
different
ideas,
kind of vibes that is given, and they're just have many more ideas that could be implemented in that region or in that area itself. Now, before we go on a break, and we're going to have our ASEAN youth or the volunteers being right here in our studio, I just want to ask just one more short question to Mahmudi about in regards to the volunteers. We already know that the response from the locals in Sesaot is really happy to have the volunteers coming into their area. But what about the volunteers? What did they say to you after they were there for that 14 days of program?
Yeah, I think they really appreciate about the program, because not only the skill set that I mentioned just now, that social impact that they could basically implement and utilize in the community, but at the same time, the leadership skills and the impact that they can bring in from their country to the local community, something that priceless.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is that most of the youth will value this, but at the same time, because when we team up the youth, they are not basically coming to one village with the same citizenships of their countrymen, right?
Yeah.
But they are diverse.
Yeah.
So in one group, there will be Bruneians, Singaporeans, Philippines, and also Malaysian, for instance. Those, I think those values that they really appreciate it in the program at the end of the day.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win solution. The local residents, empowered, and also the ASEAN youth is also empowered. It's unity and diversity towards the same goal.
Yeah.
Mahmudi and also Zulfa, thank you very much. We are going to take a short break right now, but when we return, we will invite the ASEAN youth volunteers to join us and share their experiences during the program. Stay tuned right here on the C Morning Show. We'll be right back.